We're going to look at the role of our goalkeeper in a shortish video. There's tons of clips, but we're going to look at a handful of positives and some areas of growth. The important thing for our new goalkeepers joining our program is that we really treat you as another soccer player. You allow the game to be 11 versus 10 if you're an effective field player with the ball at your feet. And we want to play 11 versus 10 instead of 10 versus 10. So you're our advantage. So the first clip we're going to show, an all-conference game against Luther. The most important thing is you look at the goalkeeper is her movement to create a passing line. So our player was under pressure and she slid outside the goal. Now, we didn't play her the ball, but what I want to highlight is she shifted based on the pressure to create a clear line for Zoe to find her and to play her the ball. I think later in the season, Zoe makes the pass to the goalkeeper and we solve this. This is early days and we're under a lot of pressure early away from home after a long bus ride. So I give credit to the players for handling it, but again, in this case, Bella does a really good job of sliding out, and we'd want her to find that space. So again, goalkeeper's always available. You're not sewn to your line. You're shifting side to side, making it very clear that we can use you to play. The next one we're going to highlight, same game, is this idea of controlling the rhythm of the game. So our goalkeeper is one of the few players on the field, because they're able to use their hands, that they can speed up and slow down the game. So in this clip, we've just been under pressure, faced a few shots. We're struggling to get out because they press really hard. We make a save. Now, as the ball comes out of Bella's hands, I want you to look at the positioning and the body profile of the players that are away from the ball. So again, under pressure, look at us. We're all in our box. Our striker is at the top of the 18. So we are in no shape to play soccer at this moment. So we make a save. So this is one of those moments where we would say, like, Bella, you've got to give us a breath. We're under extreme pressure. Give us a chance. Now, releases the ball. A lot of players are running away with their back to the game. And additionally, early days, we have a player that's right-footed on the left side, and her first touch comes back onto her right foot, back into the pressure. So we haven't got our shape yet, and we're now playing back into the mess. So we're not even prepared to defend when we turn it over. So now we're back into it. And I think the big lesson from us is understanding the game state. There's going to be moments where the other team puts us under pressure, or where we can't get out of our own back line, or we can't, we're just facing shots. And it's important for the goalkeeper to be in charge of managing the rhythm and managing those choices. The second thing we'll look at is, this is from 2022, and we're looking at how do we avoid playing each other into pressing traps and avoiding some of those moments. So it's a goal kick situation. Our center back is going to play towards our goalkeeper so that she can start central. And you'll see the goalkeeper plays off one touch, and you can see what happens. So this one resulted in a goal. But what I want you to see is this point for us. What we're going to encourage, and this is a growth area for our players, is as this ball comes, we want that striker. So their striker is ready to sprint straight at our goalkeeper, and we want her to get closer. The benefit of getting closer is this now frees up the left center back who's about to get the ball to have more time and space to make a good choice. In this case, the goalkeeper played the ball directly back there on one touch. So then the striker was able to change her pressing run, and instead of getting to the goalkeeper, she could bail on that run and run directly to our center back. So now our center back is dealing with the ball. She has that pressure coming directly back. The space in front of that back line is now smaller because the striker didn't have to go deeper. And now it kind of leads to a domino effect of bad choices, which then results in a goal against. Again, the goal against isn't purely based on the goalkeeper playing us into a trap, but it is avoidable. And in this case, it was even avoidable to even play out to the other side. We played right back from where the ball started. So there's some elements that we could talk about, but it all started for me when we released the ball as a goalkeeper like it was a ticking time bomb back to the center back. Didn't give her a chance to track, didn't give her a chance for that space to open up bigger for the center back and put us right under pressure, which then led to that turnover. So some positives. This one comes from a game this past year against St. Olaf. And this is what we're talking about in the case of being brave. And yeah, it can give you some anxiety, but it's important that we're willing to take a touch and allow the pressure to come. So in this case, the striker doesn't even really want to go. So if Bella would have played on first touch, the striker would have stayed put and she could have jetted out and pressed where she wanted to. In this case, Bella waits, and now the striker is like, oh, I got to go now. So now the striker goes, and now we release it to Hillis. So if you look at that, that's just a nice little 2v1 between our center back, goalkeeper, versus one of their strikers. And then we're able to play. We break that first line, and we're able to drive forward and find space. Again, the benefit of this central pass is it also squeezes their shape. It will start to narrow. Start to watch the black narrow. They narrow up because right now, their right wing back thinks we're going to play it wide. We wait, and now she starts to come inside. So you can start to see how some of this little central play squeezes the play, and even this pass, not overly great, but because they were so narrow, because they were worried about the center back, we were able to get to it and play. So again, from a collective standpoint, great. From a goalkeeping standpoint, the bravery just to take a touch and wait and force that striker to come and get you. And then we release it. It's timing, it's practice, but well done from that perspective. Another good example, overall good moment of possession and build and advancing. Goalkeeper gets on the ball twice in this moment. The concept we're focused on here is the goalkeeper continuing to scan to higher passes that we can play. So it's not always playing the convenient pass right in front of you. Can you break lines? Can you see the farther pass? Can you move us up the field? Just like any other player in the team. And here, this is our center back of our three. She is on the ball and she is wide left. And credit to our goalkeeper dealing with the pressure as the ball comes across to her, bouncing. Now, if you looked at this, how many of the yellow players have we attracted near the ball and towards our box? A good amount. They're very man-focused. Where is the magnificent amount of space for a player to arrive into? Credit to Bella to find that pass, a longer driven pass. How many players does that pass beat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I count. So again, credit to that looking far, playing that higher pass. And then from here, we're able to bounce the ball wide and advance it. But again, credit to this pass as the ball comes, looking far, keeping your eyes down the field. When a team is aggressively pressing us, we want to play forward more than we want to play sideways. And again, we're able to find that forward pass. Really quality touch to get the ball out wide from Elise, and then we're able to drive the game forward. So definitely positive from that perspective. Another good example here is from our spring game. In this case, there is no pressure on the goalkeeper, as you'll see, but they're very aggressive and man-marking everyone else. So you watch. They are matched up everywhere, looking for a short pass to cut out. And we're able to break with, again, a higher pass, and we're able to move forward. So a concept that's really important to us is when they're really high and aggressive man marking, we want to look far and skip lines. Similar to the last one, the more aggressive they get, the more intense the pressure is, we want to look past the first line and play into the higher players. So watch again. And the beauty of this is because they're man marking, they don't have a player assigned to the goalkeeper. So watch their body language, look who they're trying to find. For the most part, the goalkeeper is left alone. Striker finally steps and jumps. And now look at the amount of players it plays out. Look at the players that we have underneath the ball playing forward. And now we're able to get ourselves running forward and playing forward. So again, I think from a goalkeeping standpoint, the highlight again is this idea of she drives, she's patient, she's not going to get antsy, she sees the higher pass, and she drives a ball in. And then we have good support underneath to advance as a team. So overall, I hope some of these concepts and what you see as the examples are, the major overriding concepts. We're looking to play central. We want to attract a defender before we release it. We want to look far and skip lines when we can. All of these things are a vital part of our success as a team and also the vital part of our goalkeepers in possession.